Okay guys, we have some interesting news for the Hinokami Chronicles 2. It's about new demon, which was kinda obvious, game controls, and Nezuko. Let's start with the quote-unquote new demon. Zohakuten is officially in the game. Yes, it was kinda obvious because he was featured in the first trailer. Also, he was a punching bag for Tanjiro and Nezuko's Team Ultimate and Mitsuri's as well. But now we can see his character model in a free battle mode. And the character model looks good. Obviously, the quality of the screenshot is not that great. And plus, because of this screenshot, I can tell you a few things about this character that nobody has ever mentioned. If you take a closer look, you can see that he holds two quote-unquote drumsticks for his drums. And judging by this screenshot, I think Zohakuten will be a range type character, similar to Yaiba and Susumaru. And that makes sense considering that he didn't fight in a close range combat in the manga or in anime. We also see his character render, which looks really great in my opinion, and below the character render we have two bars. These two bars are his demon skills, similar to in Hinokami Chronicles 1. And each demon has his own unique skill. And I believe his skills will be really busted considering how powerful he was when he was fused together. Probably he will have something like this, or this. And that's all I can say about Zohakuten. Obviously we only have one screenshot and few story mode cutscenes. Now moving on to the controls for Hinokami Chronicles 2. Don't worry, the controls are very similar, but they have made some changes. Okay, everything is in Japanese and now everything is in English. You can thank me by liking this video and sharing with your friends, it helps a lot. Since I don't want to make this video too long, I will only tell you what they have changed. So, they have changed the heavy attack. Now, in order to use heavy attack, you press R1 and circle. In previous games, you used to tilt an analog stick and press square. But now, it's just R1 and circle. So, the controls have been little bit simplified, but you have to remember that now if you use heavy attack, it consumes the skill gauge. The second change. Now, in order to use parry, you have to press R1 and X. In previous game, you only have to press R1 and tilt the analog stick. In my opinion, it's also been a little bit simplified because in first game you have to tilt it perfectly and press R1. That way you can use the parry, otherwise you just only use the push back the opponent mechanic. Also, you have to remember, using parry in Hinokami Chronicles 2 will consume the skill gauge, like I mentioned in my previous video. These are the changes that have been done for Hinokami Chronicles 2, but they also have added one new input. R1 plus L1 replacement combo. They say activated by entering a command during a combo only if you have a partner character. So it will only work for Slayers plus Daki with Gyutaro. Demons will not have this input. You may ask what the heck is this, and I have one idea only. If you remember, I mentioned that sometimes you have a free character switch and it happens during the combo. Maybe this is how you can do a free switch. That's all I have. And the last thing is, Nezuko will have a new ultimate. This website officially confirms that Nezuko will have a new ultimate, plus it also confirms that you will have an option to choose new ultimate or old ultimate. Here's what the official website says. As you progress through the match, the gauge for unlocking special moves will fill up. When the gauge is full, press R2 the button to hit your opponent and unleash a special move. In addition, a new feature in this game is ability to switch special moves for some characters. In the demo version, you can switch between two special moves for Nezuko Kamado. Select your favorite specials, move to the character select screen and fight. And yes, I knew about this, I have mentioned in my previous videos. If you don't believe me, watch this clip. The second change is that in the character select screen, you can choose which ultimate you want to use for a certain character. For now, the best example is Nezuko, because whenever you choose her, at the bottom it appears L2 and R2 button, and the text says exploding blood, which indicates that she will have a different ultimate and you can choose between new one and old one, similar in the Storm games. And that's all the new information I have right now for you guys. We learned about Zohakuten, that he most likely will be a long range type character. We learned about the controls for Hinokami Chronicles 2, like some changes and additional input for it as well. And lastly, a confirmation that Nezuko will have a new ultimate and you will able to choose between new one and old one. If you want to learn more about the Hinokami Chronicles 2, I highly recommend you to check 10 big changes in Hinokami Chronicles 2, and as well as all ultimates and team ultimates so far in Hinokami Chronicles 2. And that's all for the video. Let me know what you think about that Zohakuten might be a long range type character, and as well as changes in controls. And if you enjoyed watching this video and found something interesting or new, make sure to like, share with your friends, subscribe. Please guys, do so, it helps the channel a lot. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.